Star's go-to army may be Zap Lalo, but today I'm going to show you that he doesn't even need the army. Zap Hero Dive is enough to triple a Town Hall 16. Last season was statistically one of Star's worst seasons ever. His best account finished 37th in the world, which by his lofty standards is a fail. Obviously, for most of us watching this video, and myself included, I've never finished inside the top 200, so if I finished 37th, I would be over the moon. So in today's video, gonna show some of his attacks, because he still had some epic attacks last season. Just because he didn't get a high finish doesn't mean he isn't swagging his Lalo like one of the best players in the world that he is. So in multiple attacks of this video, he will swag his Lalo. Now, let's talk about it. Why did Stars have such a bad season? Well, it's pretty simple. Legends League at the very top isn't about offense anymore. Most of the top 200, if not below that, are getting 320 every day. It's just really not that difficult. By the way, have a look at how he's going to deal with the RC here. Beautifully done. 2 headhunters gets the job done. I know myself, I finished rank 480. I was actually inside the top 200 on the final day, and then failed 2 attacks. 299% on the final day cost me. But yeah, I only genuinely failed 1 attack in basically a week and a half up until the final day. And a lot of the top 200 are the same. So how do you differentiate yourself? On defense, who's building the best bases, who's getting the best defenses, and that's never been Stars' strength. Stars' strength is he's one of the best offensive players ever in the history of the game, but his base building isn't quite there. It doesn't need to be, but yeah, it's not his strong suit. So in this meta, he's not suited at all, whereas you'll see earlier this week, we did Dimmer's attacks on the channel, and whilst Dimmer is using Road Rider spam, and he will admit he's not as good a player as Stars, he's a better base builder, and that's how he was able to finish 10th in the world. Anyways, this Sui is going really well. You can see the Yetis have opened up quite a while ago, but how nice was it that he dealt with the CC under no damage there? So the Yeti is going to the right. The Queen going beautifully into this compartment here. The King has cleaned the entire compartment above her. And look, activates the Poison Tower. Going to go in and get rid of the multi as well. Now, we will do a tiny little Lalo here. We're not going to swag 3 Hounds and however many balloons he brings. I think he brings 26 or 27. But still, 2 Hounds and 16 balloons swagged is kind of insane to think about. The RC's coming through the middle of the base. Gonna get the benefit of the healers from the Queen. And yeah, still got a few balloons up. Still got most of the RC alive. And this is completely and utterly crushed. 2 swag freezes and a swag haste spell as well. Stars is insane. His offense cannot be denied. This guy will triple every attack. Now this base, it kind of sums up the Legends League meta. So we got the Flame Flinger down the bottom. Gonna start the Queen up the top. Now normally with this base, you will see the Invis Towers, one of them right here, and another one of them right here. And it's quite effective at stopping Root Rider spam, but at the top of Legends League, everyone knows how to hit these style of bases. So this defender here has moved the Invis Towers by the Town Hall just to do something different, just to force the attacker to think about something else. But what ends up happening is when you've got someone like Stars coming in, gonna swag almost everything in this attack. So it looks like a bad base, and maybe it is a bad base, that's up to you, but it's honestly just a symptom of Legends League being so hard to defend that defenders are just trying to throw a different look at attackers. So we got the Flame Flinger down the bottom here. We got the Queen Sui on the top. Now look at this. The Flame Flinger's got 2 mortars here to deal with, but Stars is going to be able to multitask this all. I'm barely going to be able to multitask it all, and all I'm doing is commentating, let alone attacking. So the Flame Flinger steps up. I lied. He doesn't multitask at all. Oh no, I've thrown Stars under the bus. Well, Stars, you're not as good at multitasking as I gave you credit for. But you are as good at attacking as I gave you credit for. The King comes in here, doing a great job, clears out all of that, pulls the CC, and now going to do a lot of damage through the wall. The Yetis are going to get rid of the defensive single Inferno, so that's all that matters. And then we're going to do a tiny little Lalo on the left-hand side. I believe he's going to deploy maybe 2 or 3 more balloons, and that's it. The Queen activates the Invis Tower on the right-hand side. Yep, there it goes. Nicely done. We got a few headhunters here coming in to deal with this defensive King. Look at these loons, not even popping the Warden ability yet, because it's not about the loons if you're trying to swag your whole Lalo. He's going to pop it to try and keep all of his hogs from the Hog Rider, from the Hog Puppet ability alive. So we pop the RC ability. The Nodo kind of slows us down, but beautiful Headhunter there. The Warden's going into the core, and have a look at the healing tome here go to work. Any second now, beautiful, and all these hogs are going to be full health. Got the rage spell as well, the invis tower's gone off, and this is completely crushed. The eternal tome lasts so long. Look at that, we were able to get through the entire core during that. We're going to swag what, freeze for haste spell, everything you could possibly need. Look at the balloon parade there. That is ridiculous. Stars is ridiculous, and the fact that he's not top 10 in the world is kind of sad to think about, really. So in this attack, Stars is only going to swag half his Lalo, so I am a little sorry about that, you know, my bad. We'll make sure Stars gives more OP replays next time, but seriously, swagging the whole Lalo in multiple attacks is completely and utterly ridiculous. I'd love to see him pre-swag a hero. Obviously, this is a really hard strat to swag a hero because you use your King and Queen immediately, and the RC's kind of there to clean up the base, but I would love to see Stars come in with the confidence of that. But I'm guessing when he's doing 48 Legends League attacks a day, he's kind of trying to triple the base as quickly as possible to just get onto something else in his day. So that means no swagging heroes. He's willing to swag his whole Lalo because that's not costing him time, but maybe the heroes are. Have a look at this Sui, by the way. Sui Zap there. Obviously get rid of one of the pesky invis towers, because if you leave multiple of them up, it can definitely be a problem. But using the funnel set from those zaps, starts with the King walking around the base. Maybe I should have talked about this when it happened. Actually, genuinely do let me know in the comments below when I'm doing these Stars videos, because we've done at least one Stars video a month for a while now with his Legends League attacks. I assume most of you understand what we're talking about, but if you want me to break this down more, let me know. At the moment, I'm just kind of enjoying the action and experiencing it with all of you. Now, you see the healing tome coming in here. Obviously, with the healing tome, you've got to pop the Warden ability a lot earlier because the loons are less healthy. But look at this. A lot of the loons here are able to just hang on because the healing tome does more healing than the base does damage. It doesn't really matter, though, because you've got the Royal Champion. You've got the Diggy on the Warden. I cannot believe how good the Diggy is on the Warden. A lot of us were surprised at the start to see that, but now it's just commonplace with the army, because yeah, it's pulling traps, but it and the Fox together makes the RC almost impossible to go down despite it being a Lalo attack. And yeah, look at that, swagging half the Lalo. So 1 Hound, 13 balloons, 2 freezes as well on a pretty toxic base too. Worth noting, he did use the blimp in this attack. He's used the log launcher in every other attack today. But if you're going into these core bases where your Lalo's going to go through the town hall, better to just blimp the town hall. And yeah, look at that. Another balloon parade. Is that what this video is about? This is just the unofficial balloon parade featuring Stars. I mean, who wouldn't watch that? And we're going to finish off with a diamond base. So we've got the flame flinger coming down the bottom. We've got the zaps in the core. Splits them. I don't there's no real point to splitting it because obviously the builder huts will repair this invis tower, but good practice in case there aren't builder huts there, because he didn't need all the zaps that he used to get the multi-inferno down. So we got the flame flinger on the bottom. We pull out this Tesla, which means the flame flinger is going to get really nice value. My thoughts with Zap Lalo are, if you can use the flame flinger, except on those bases where the town hall is kind of either it's isolated in the core of the base, or it's in the very middle of the base and you're gonna Lalo through there anyway. If you can Sui the town hall, then obviously you don't need the blimp. Bring in the flame flinger. So you're going to see Stars going to come in with the Sui here. Although, think of the first attack of this video, right? We didn't Sui the town hall, but we did Lalo straight through it. Because it's not in the core of the base, it's a bit easier to save our Warden ability to the town hall when it's right there. Whereas when it's in the very center and you're using the healing tome, it's really hard to hang on your Warden ability that long because the loons are just so weak. Now, this Sui is kind of absurd. It is kind of absurd. He's not going to swag as much on this attack as the others, but have a look at this. The King's going to go straight into this open compartment here, and look at the work he gets done. Because the Gauntlet is just the most balanced hero equipment in the game. Clears out a huge chunk there. The Queen gets rid of the Town Hall and the Invis Tower as well. Didn't even use a freeze for the Invis Tower, just let it go off because Stars is a gangster like that. Lalo coming across. Now, you can see the weakness of the healing tome right here. If we have the life gem, we can hang on to this Warden ability way longer. But yeah, look at the Warden following Yetis instead of the Lalo. Gets quite lucky that the Warden comes back, honestly. Generally, when the Warden goes to follow Yetis from your Flame Flinger, there is no coming back. But I don't think it would have mattered anyway. You see that Royal Champion? Yeah, that Royal Champion is currently undeployed. Completely and utterly undeployed. We've got a few loons left on the back, and we're going to use all of them. So we're not going to swag the Lalo on this attack. Just swag the Royal Champion instead. Now, let me know down in the comments, did you enjoy this video? Would you like to see more of a guide next month when we do Stars attacks? Talking about breaking down the army, how to use it. Love to hear all your feedback. If you enjoyed the Stars content, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. That's a thing. And make sure you watch our video from earlier in the week showing the bases of Stars, Dimmer, and Sicario, who all finished in, well, Stars didn't finish in the top 10, but the other two finished in the top 10 this season, thanks to OP bases.